CKJ Crypto News, or should I say CKJ Ripple News, Ripple Pioneers. I'd like to welcome everybody to the show. Let me make sure this thing is... Yep, there we go, just making sure. So anyway, it's Sunday, got some extra time on my hands. Second video today, what can I say? I feel like I'm pulling a kung fu on them, multiple videos in one day. Anyway, I'm going to make a video really quick. Somebody sent me a link to XRP blog, and it says, I found I've never been on XRP blog before, and oh, where is our favorite bear? And I found a really good article about Bearableguy123. First thing I will say is, shout out to Alex Cobb. Now, Alex Cobb did cover Bearableguy very extensively. There was a time between Alex Cobb and Bearableguy. But if you guys are familiar, the thing is, I kind of want to bring newer members in the community up to date. Alex Cobb hasn't been covering the Bearableguy, so I'll be honest, I feel like it's a fair playing field now. Of course, I want to respect my other YouTubers. I didn't want to step on his toes. At the time, he was covering the Bearableguy, riddles, and basically... and I wasn't really too sure of the outcome with that because, like I said, when they were covering it, I wasn't really paying too much attention to it. But I'll be honest, like, this Bearableguy stuff has really piqued my interest in the last week or so, because the thing is, I feel like I've solved the riddles from the Federal Reserve Castle and then the handshake on the Faster Payments Task Force. Basically, I did put this out where the Federal Reserve building right here, and here's the Bearableguy riddles. There's the door, there's the door, there's the windows, the flag on top, the XRP flag right there. That's the Federal Reserve. And then another one came out where I read the Faster Payments Task Force. This is on the Faster Payments Task Force. It was a 164-page article, and I noticed the black sleeve, which is the Federal Reserve, blue sleeve is Ripple. The deal is being done, handshake is made. And then I recalled some of the Bearableguy pictures. There's the black sleeve, there's the blue sleeve, there's the money passing hands, which represents the Federal Reserve. And like I said, Cobb did cover them extensively. You know, like I said, I love Cobb. He's a hell of a YouTuber, one of my favorites actually. But I just don't think they came to the same conclusion that I have, just from all the positive responses from the community. But I'll be honest, well, first thing first is, a lot of people put in the comments, what's this Bearableguy thing? Like, there's so many new people to crypto almost every other day that a lot of people aren't familiar with the Bearableguy123. Now, this article that I ran across really sums it up. Basically, what had happened was, and me and Cobb kind of talked about it on an interview too. I keep bringing up Cobb because I do feel some type of way, because this is like his research a little bit. But I had different outcomes. But like I said, shout out to Cobb. No attention to step on his toes or anything. But I'll be honest, now I can see why everybody was really compelled by this information, or just seems so interesting. What it was is, Bearableguy would come out with these riddles and these little things, and people thought that he may have been a Ripple insider or a Federal Reserve insider from now reading the article, just from the people he's following. I just kind of want to read this article. Oh, where is Bearableguy? And Bearableguy really did peak. I can easily see now. At the time, I thought it was silly. I'll be honest. I thought it was silly with riddles, and I just didn't pay much attention to it. And now that I've studied the hell out of the Federal Reserve and the Faster Payments Task Force and all the partnerships that I've been uncovering this last month, I think this Bearableguy just capped it off. It's like it was like the icing on the cake from all the research I've done. It kind of backs up the Federal Reserve. And you know, so talking about Bearableguy again, like I said, now I can easily see why people were infatuated with it, because it's just really interesting the way he went about it. So I just kind of wanted to touch on this article about, where is Bearableguy? Why did he disappear? Come back. We're looking for you. Give us some more inside stuff. We like that. We like that. Like I said, people, it did make things interesting. I wish I would have been more involved when it was going on around. But anyway, I want to read this article and touch base on it really quick. Just to catch people up to speed that's new in the Ripple community. Like I said, I did have some extra time on my hands today. Don't forget, you can follow me on Twitter, CKJ at CKJ Crypto News. I tweet all these articles. I tweet a lot of old articles too, because I love showing the foundation of how Ripple's built. Just some training I picked up at the law office, doing research here on CKJ Crypto News. We research. So we have one hell of a Ripple community. If this is the first time you're to my channel, I'm telling you, the Ripple community is the best community. Ripple is the only digital asset with real utility, real use case, huge partnerships, huge tie-ins, working on regulation as we speak, and my firm belief, Ripple will be #1. So do me a favor, smash that thumbs up and subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're almost to 6,000 subscribers. We're moving right along. Like I said, we got one hell of a community. Okay, so I'll just read you this quick article. XRP blog. Oh where is our favorite bear? Okay, if you have followed the XRP community long enough, then more than likely you have heard of Bearableguy123. Bearableguy123 was a cartoon bear that created a small subreddit Rippled, where he started to post future predictions regarding Ripple XRP using cryptic riddles and images. BG123, Brad Garlinghouse. Nah, that's just funny. I heard DM Logic say that, and it's been stuck in my head ever since now when I see the BG. Anyway, BG, shout out to DM Logic. BG123 quickly gained a huge following when some of these predictions started to come true. He later created a Twitter account to further post some of these riddles where he gained over 6,000 followers within a few weeks. His wildest prediction was that the price of XRP would end at 2018 year at 589 plus. And actually a lot of people are like, yeah, you solved the riddles. What's up with that 589? And that's why I'm like really interested. I'm trying to look a little deeper into it. And what is up with that 589? I'm really curious. It piques my interest more than ever. I'll be honest. I love to admit that taking predictions seriously from cartoon bears seems ridiculous. Okay, that's what I thought at first too. But Bearableguy123 gained a huge following for that reason. And then once you really start messing with it and looking at it, it's like, hold on, it hooks you, just like Ripple. Let's take a look at why Bearableguy123 oddly posted several images of kids along his comments for a few months. Ripple then announced that they were funding every single donor's choice or classroom project, which was announced on Stephen Colbert's late night show. It was over 35,000 projects funded with an equal or enormous $29 million act of generosity. DonorsChoice.org funds schools, classrooms, projects that help teachers and kids that are in need. BG123 then went on to post a picture of MoneyGram and Walmart. It wasn't long after this post that MoneyGram announced they would be trailing Ripple's XRapid product that uses XRP for cross-border payments. MoneyGram is also partnered with Walmart. Stroke of luck. And this is actually, I uncovered this relationship yesterday's video where MoneyGram is already using Ripple technology. They're using it in, is it Bosnia? Lithuania. It's one of them places. I did the video where it's the connection between Walmart, MoneyGram, Walmart to World, MoneyGram, and Ripple. MoneyGram is already using Ripple technology, but in third world countries. So we uncovered that too, so that's kind of true too. Here's the castle right here. It's the infamous fort, which I pointed to it being the Federal Reserve. One of the most fascinating things about Bearableguy123 that he only followed around 20 or so people or companies, banks on Twitter. To name a few of these companies I remember were the Bank of International Settlements, BIS, International Monetary Fund, and the Federal Reserve, Bank of England, Treasury Department, Reserve Bank of India, HM Treasury, World Bank, Bangladesh Bank, BRICS, and Open. Some of these companies have been in the news recently. The Bank of England recently stated that they are going to rebuild their real-time gross settlement systems in order to distributed ledger technology. DLT. Bank of England is partnered with Ripple. Ryan Zagone, the Director of Regulatory Relations at Ripple, was elected on the Federal Reserve Faster Payments Task Force, what I've been covering extensively, steering committee to come up with a better payment system. Of course he is. Of course they're working with the Federal Reserve. We also know that the Federal Reserve gave Ripple their vote of confidence. Exactly. Bank of International Settlements recently came out with a public ledger that to me seemed to be a nod or a wink in Ripple's favor. The Bank of International Settlements, sorry about that. International Settlements is often described as a central bank or for central banks. There are around 50 to 60 central banks under the BIS umbrella. Ripple always states they are working with around 40 to 50 central banks. The Banks of International Settlements, BIS, building is is the building pictured in the Bearableguy123 prediction. Okay, that's a really good point. I'm gonna have to check that out. Many people in the XRP community started to believe that Bearableguy123 was a Ripple insider that possibly worked for Ripple or knew something that worked at Ripple. Then again, BG could have worked or knew someone at one of the places that he followed on Twitter, such as the IMEF or the Federal Reserve. BG123 did state one time that he knew someone that had given him some information in regards as to how big 2018 was going to be for Ripple and XRP. Many fingers started to get pointed from within the XRP community, accusing certain members of being Bearableguy123. Maybe so, but it never mattered too much to me who Bearableguy123 was. On May 24th, Bearableguy123 closed his Twitter and Reddit account, leaving many in the XRP community upset. So basically he's saying they are trying, and this is what's kind of interesting to me right here, because I will make a quick statement on this. They are trying to dox me again, so for now I will shut the subreddit down and batten down the hatches. Everyone take a break, step back from the cryptosphere, stop looking at the Blockfolio app and checking XRP's price. That reminds me of me. I don't do it as much now, but I have in the beginning. Go spend time with your family and friends. Beware of imposters. Now this one strikes my interest right here. Beware of imposters. I won't post under any other name. Rippled may be back up June 1st. And the moderators to this subreddit. Let me see one thing really quick though, because I do want to make a quick statement. Sorry to stop in midstream. It's even more weird now that I do like a lot of live streams. It kind of always feels like I'm live streaming now. I just want to see the date on something really quick. Dun, 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 dun. One more second. I apologize. Okay, here it is. What's the date on that? Okay, anyway, I'll tell you why I checked that right there. Believe his predictions or not, the one thing is for certain, Bearableguy123 made things fun and exciting, and I can see that in the XRP community. He gave people hope. As soon as he posted a riddle or image, everyone in the community jumped in, spending some time, days, trying to figure out the meaning of his riddles. It hasn't been the same without him around, and he has been missed by many. Some say BG123 left because there was no way his prediction of 589 possibly could come true by the end of 2018. I personally think that he just needed to step away and take a break from social media, as we all need to do sometimes. I agree, but I'm addicted to this. I also think we will see the real Bearable123 return to his Ripple subreddit page. What do you think? Bearableguy123 return. We'll see Bearableguy123 predictions of 589 by the end of the year. Only time will tell, and there's a lot of time left for us to have to wait. So that's pretty interesting. There's the end, and I believe there's another riddle. And I mean, I believe it or not, I'll make this statement. I asked my fiance many a time, should I say it or not say it? The thing is, I have received messages from a Bearableguy123, but the thing is like, I never really wanted to make that statement because I have no idea if it's the real Bearable guy, the fake Bearable guy. He basically sent me a riddle, but the thing is, like I said, I just didn't want to. I can't determine if it's the real Bearable guy or not the real Bearable guy. I never really followed Bearable guy, but I am reaching out to the Bearable guy. Hey, or where you at? Like, everybody wants to know what's going on. A lot of people are asking about this 589 prediction. We would like a little bit more clarity on that. And so that's pretty much my take on that. Is, like I said, since I started solving these riddles, and I hate to backdate time, but I guess this is what I do. Everybody follows my channel. I go in the past. I love showing how the foundation of Ripple was built, and That's my favorite thing to do. I just don't like covering the FUD articles that come out because most of them are not really accurate. I love doing my own research and finding out things for myself. And like I said, I just never wanted to make a statement of the Bearable guy sending me a message on Twitter. Me personally, I don't believe. I mean, I don't know what to believe. From the statement he made, kind of seemed like really interesting, but like I said, I just, you know, I don't know really what to say about it. I don't know what to say about it. I did speak to a few people I know, and they were like, "Oh, it's not Bearable Guy," and they was like, "Oh, I know who Bearable Guy is, and he wouldn't send you a message," and so I just didn't do anything with it. I didn't want to seem stupid. Like I said, I didn't really follow it really closely, so I don't know. I just kind of wanted to catch everybody up to date on what the Bearable Guy thing is. I'd like to really thank everybody for the time. The CKJ coin will pop up. Let me guys know what you think about Bearable Guy. When Bearable Guy was out, I mean, did y'all really like that Bearable Guy riddles and the 589? And what do you guys think about the Bearable Guy? Was it real or insider? Did he really know information? What's the Ripple community's thought on the Bearableguy123? And shout out to JT at XRP Speed. He actually wrote this article. It just came out, I don't know, like 2 days ago. June 24th, so about 5 or 6 days ago it came out. Shout out to him. I give him credit for writing the article, so it's not like I'm digging too far in the past here. This is a new article, but anyway, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.